Hey, what's happening? Eric Lima here. You watch my YouTube vlog, which my sentimental thoughts come from the heart and soul. My mental all-ball shenanigans come from the mind and brain. This is EML77 TV, episode 715, June the 26th, 2020, 4:32 p.m. What is going on? Boy, it's been a minute. It's been a while. I was busy, got home, and I realized my family was gone for the day for Newport, but they came back. And they brought the dogs with them, which is really awesome. So that was like a peace and quiet around here, huh? So, but they're back and everything is back fine. I'm trying to get my laundry done, trying to get everything done before the night falls. It is weekend. It's weekend time. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday, and gonna have a little bit of fun with this one. Now, as you know, a couple episodes ago, I did a tribute to my first job workplace 25 years ago, Ruby Tuesday in North Dartmouth. And I did mention a lot of memories I had there, and what rang in my bell when I did this, I did mention a little bit, is music. The music that I've listened to back in the day. Because we, in the kitchen that I work with, the back of the house as we call it, the BOH, we had two stations that we listened to. It's not the whole radio is limited to it, but there were just two stations that we mainly listened to. Was Fun 107 and 95.5 WBRU. So, and those were, you know, the music back then was like totally huge. If it's windy, sorry, I had my fan on because it's getting so hot. And yep, the temperatures have gone up and everything else in summertime. So, anyways, and so speaking of summertime, during the summertime, we enjoyed listening to a lot of crazy music over the years. I was introduced to a lot of ska music. Ska was a huge thing back then. Alternative rock music was huge. Grunge music, it was huge in the 90s, mid-90s especially. Ska and all that. And you know, hip hop, R&B, rap was even pretty big too. And then in the later 90s, you had the pop groups coming out with pop music and all that. It's so difficult to find, to narrow down. If I would have been top 30, 25, or even top 20, I'd be here all night. But I decided, well, I can do this. I can have the top 15 songs that reminded me of reminds me of Ruby Tuesday during my days when I was working there. So I decided to compile a top 15 list of those songs, and then if I mention any, I'm going to do some honorable mentions, like right off the top of my head, because it's really difficult. We had all these crazy songs, all these groups and singers and whatnot, and this is the 90s we're talking here. And this is like we were like it was like mid 90s almost, and early 90s as well. So, with that being said, here's my top 15 songs that remind me of Ruby Tuesdays. Okay, every time I listen to that song, it's like it brings me back to my days working as an employee as Ruby Tuesday. So here we go. We're going to go down to 15 and 1. Number 15, Say You'll Be Mine by Steps. Steps is a British group, consists of 3 girls, 2 boys, and like I said, this is like in the late 90s, probably 99, when pop music was starting, was starting to get really, really popular. You had all these groups, boy bands, girl bands, and you got mixed bands, mixed boy and girl bands. You got, especially overseas in England, Steps is one of the British pop bands in England, and Say You'll Be Mine. I usually listen to this song probably 99, 2000, when I used to work in the front of the house sweeping up stuff. I used to have my, I used to have my Walkman on, listen to my music, and that was one of the songs that came on that I recorded off my tape. Still got cassette tapes, believe it or not. So that's one of the songs I listened to. Number 14, Everybody by the Backstreet Boys. Everybody was one of my favorite songs of the Backstreet Boys. I listened to that one too. I tried to do the dance, when they, everybody, it was really cool. So there's number 14. Number 13, California Love by Tupac, especially the remix version by Machiavelli, Roger Troutman, and all. I like that version. California Love by the late great Tupac was one of the biggest. Hip hop was, like I said, rap and hip hop, especially gangster rap, was kind of huge in the mid 90s as well. Number That's number 13. Number 12, No Diggity, Blackstreet. I first listened to this song at the Christmas party. My first Christmas party at Ruby Tuesday I ever went to. That's what it reminds me of. So, No Diggity, and then they had the little puppet there singing, and it was a little crazy videos. All right. Number 11, Gangsta's Paradise by Coolio. Dangerous Minds was a huge movie, and it was based off a real life story. In the mid '90s, I know Michelle Pfeiffer played the lead character in that, and they did and she appeared in the video of Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise, and Coolio rapping to her, and I thought it was really deep stuff, you know what I mean? So, and Coolio was getting to be big then. All right, number 10, All For You by Sister Hazel. This is a pretty catchy song. Like I said, a little alternative rock. You know, you talking about a little folksy type deal, and Sister Hazel was one of the. I can't describe a song by Sister Hazel, what kind of music it was. I know a little bit of pop into it, so that's number 10. Number 9, Roll to Me by Del Amitri. It was another song, very short song, but very catchy tune. All I can say about it, it does remind me a lot of Ruby Tuesday. Number 8, Two Princes by the Spin Doctors. This was a song that it was another pretty catchy tune, you know. And it was in the in the 90s, of course. And I remember, staying up late. Another station I listened to is 93.3 WSNE, and it was like 96 around there. And I usually stay up late, or I try to get some sleep while I'm listening to music. And this was one of the songs that I listened to. Number 7, Fly by Sugar Ray. When I first heard this song, it was a pretty catchy tune. Like, hey, and the beat was so cool. I was like bouncing. I was like, hey, I like this song. I just wanna fly, and my two coworkers, Tom and Jeremy, nicknamed Jerry. Tom and Jerry, they were annoyed by me with this song. I miss Jeremy, man. He was a good worker. So, Fly, number 7, number 6, All Mixed Up by 311. Another one of those ska-like music and a little hip hop. It's one of those beats. I'm like, oh yeah, I can dance this one. Like, okay, let's get going, let's get moving here. I'm ready to party. I'm ready to do this thing. Get to work, Eric. Sorry. I had a lot of fun with that song. Number 5, What I Got by Sublime. Come on now. That's another hip-hop. These past 3 songs, Fly by Sugar Ray, All Mixed Up by 311, What I Got by Sublime. It's more like those hip-hop, bebop, drop, with a little bit of rock into it, and you're like, oh yeah. And you're just sitting there, and then all of a sudden, you want to stand up and go, that's my jam. I'm doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? It was really hype, all right? Number 4, Say You Be There by the Spice Girls. The Spice Girls in the mid-90s were a huge British girl pop band. When I first saw them, I'm like, hello, I like them. Listen to some of their songs, and they always talk about positivity, girl power. And yes, I have a t-shirt of the Spice Girls, and 2, I do have the Spice World DVD movie. It was pretty funny. Come at me. Don't at me. Oh, come at me, don't at me, whatever. Number 3, Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba. Oh, this song was like, when I heard this song, I'm like, talk about drinking and peeing the night away, man. But the chorus really hits a chord in me. You get knocked down, you get up again, but you're never going to get me down. I like that chorus. I was like, oh, this is like an anthem for us guys who people think we're losers, but we don't give up on life. So, and it's a drinking song. Part of oh, Donnie boy. Oh, it was hilarious. All right, number 2 is a fun song, Dare to Fall in Love by Brent Bergeron. Now, this song came out in the early 90s but I heard it over the PA system at Ruby Tuesday one time, and I was working during the morning. I heard this song, and I've been asking everybody, including my bosses, who sings this song? I want to know the cool song. So, even when my bosses, one of my bosses, Phil Medeiros, was trying to guess at the song. Well, the ceremony, I was like, we don't know. We were racking up. I was racking my brain, and it was like I couldn't get out of your head. And then finally, when I had this computer back in 2009, the first thing I did was look up One Kiss Dangerous Drug. Well, that's when the first song started out, and I found out the song was Dare to Fall in Love, Brent Bergeron. Brent Bergeron. I was way off, dude. And I heard the song, I'm like, oh, wow. So it does have a little 90s vibe to it, early 90s vibe, definitely. And my number one song that reminds me of Ruby Tuesday, Macarena by Ros del Rio. But you already know that. And I gotta say, when I first heard the Macarena theme song and everybody's doing the Macarena dance, I was like, oh. And I started mastering it a little bit. And then I listened to the Christmas version of it. When it came out, when Christmas in '96, they came out with the Christmas version. I'm like, yeah, oh, I'm digging this. And they played it at the Christmas party, and it was pretty hard for me to concentrate doing the Macarena when you try to stand behind a bunch of beautiful girls, and they're doing it, and they're shaking a little. That's all I gotta say about that, man. You know, it's just, you know. So I started mastering it. I'm the only one that can still do the Macarena. Still can do it. You play the Macarena song, you challenge me to a Macarena song, I will do the original Macarena dance. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Now, there's a lot of songs out there that I could give honorable mentions to. A lot of Morissette songs. A lot of Morissette did come out. You know, You Oughta Know, You Learn. And you got NSYNC. NSYNC was huge. Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. I can just go on. All right. But a lot of those songs that I've listened to back then reminds me a lot now of Ruby Tuesday. And, you know, I wish, you know, I can, you know, unfortunately, with my new job, I can't listen to my music nowadays like I usually do. But if I did, I would reminisce those days of Ruby Tuesday. Those 15 songs that you just saw there were my favorite songs that remind me a lot of Ruby Tuesday. Ace of Base. Yeah, there were a lot of songs, man. Seriously, there were a lot of songs. Ruby Tuesday, North Dartmouth, and it makes me feel like I was back washing dishes all over again. You know, Ruby Tuesdays just singing away. You know, singing away, and everybody like, "Hey, Lehman, we need some dishes." Okay, bopping to "Fly" by Sugar Ray and wash some dishes, man. That's how I'm really excited. Okay, so that's all the time we have on this vlog of EML77 TV, episode 715, top 15 songs that remind me of Ruby Tuesday, North Dartmouth. Okay? I will see you guys later. Next episode, 716. Will I do a Get These Thumbs episode? We will see. I just downloaded Namco Museum archives on the Nintendo Switch. Can't wait to play them. I played Pac-Man Championship Edition. Probably going to get that going. I don't know. It's the weekend. Weekend is mine now. We're going to have some fun. Praise the Lord. We're going to do this thing. Now, I don't know what's going to happen on SmackDown tonight because there is a scuttlebutt going around that, and this is true, unfortunately, that some of the talent, in-ring talent and whatnot, have been tested for COVID-19, tested positive for COVID-19. Unfortunately, Renee Young had it, Kayla Braxton. So, and that kind of throws everything in disarray. It could put the Hall of Fame in jeopardy, could put SummerSlam in jeopardy. I don't know what's going to happen. People are going to be quarantined for 2 weeks and all that. I don't know. This will throw the WWE in total chaos. AEW as well. We'll find out in the future what's going to happen in there. A lot of people speaking negatively about the WWE because they hate on the WWE because of Vince McMahon and all that. I say wait and see. We'll find out then. Also, Tessa Blanchard has been fired by Impact Wrestling and stripped of the Impact World Heavyweight Championship. That means that matchup that could be in a fatal four-way. That matchup was at Slammiversary. We could crown a new Impact World Champion. We don't know about the TNA World Title that Moose has been holding. Maybe, just maybe, Moose could put that title on the line or unify the belts or something like that, or have that as a secondary title, a la the Intercontinental and United States title. We'll see. We'll see how that pans out as well. A lot of things are happening, and because of Renee Young being diagnosed positive with COVID-19, Jon Moxley may end up. Now that could put the Fyter Fest match between him and Brian Cage in jeopardy as well. So that's going to be huge. You know, a lot of people, you know, start blaming the WWE for crap like that. Oh, it's the WWE. You know, see what happens. We'll just see what happens. Okay, that's the way it is. So. Watch that in the future. We'll see what happens. I know the rumor has it that it will be a tribute to The Undertaker tonight on SmackDown. And they're going to replay the Boneyard match from this year's WrestleMania. Can't wait to see that and see what's going on there. So it is the way it is, folks. Yeah. So we will see what the story is on that. We don't know. I don't know anything how the WWE is going to go about this. So we will get that. All right. So that's all the time we have on this show. On this show vlog. I want to call it a show. It's not exactly a TV show. It's just a regular, video and just a vlog of mine. Speaking my mind, cheapest. If it was a show, it'd be like the hat and the tuxedo. Oh, with the show, if this is it, something like that. A little bizarre. Ah! Oh boy, praise the Lord. Anyways, I'll see you episode 716, and I'll see what happens there. Okay, peace.